What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on NBCSN. We are at Texas World Speedway for the first time ever here in the MG Cup Series. I'm excited. Are you guys? I know you guys are excited because this track is Michigan, but better. Texas World Speedway, a track that hasn't been seen on any major racing league schedule since who knows when. I forgot the exact year. And was torn down recently, I believe, or is, at least it's set to be torn down. We are at Texas World Speedway, and man, this track is huge. It is a 2-mile D-shaped oval, and definitely is set to give you some high-speed action with these high banked corners. Going to be like another Daytona Talladega type track here. I mean, that's Daytona Talladega type banking right there, as you can see. Man, this is bound to be exciting, and this is gonna get wild, y'all. I hope y'all are ready. Strap in, buckle up, do whatever you need to do, because this is gonna get crazy. Hold on to your butts. Here we come. Off of turn 4, pace car is going to make the hard left turn on the pit road. Greg Biffle, your pole sitter. Ryan Newman starts second. Rusty Wallace, Jeff Gordon behind them. Rounding out the top 5 is the 88 of Dale Jarrett with Kyle Busch starting 5th. We're coming to the stripe and about to get things underway. Green flag in the air. We're racing from Texas World. And the big storyline here today is that 86 car not being driven by Chris Mack here today. If you were not aware, after his actions at Watkins Glen last week, Chris Mack has been suspended from the MG Cup Series for 3 races. So for these 3 races, Papyrus Racing has decided to stick Val Wolf into that 86 car. So this should be interesting, because Val has made a few starts for them in the past. She's back for some more. The young Venezuelan, still being considered a rookie in the series. I mean, she's only made like, what, 4, 5, maybe 6 starts. Bouncing off each other already, though. They are close together, tightly packed here from Texas World. And it's only going to get closer and closer as they start bunching up more and more and more. The draft, such a big part in this racetrack here. The outside line has a pretty big run down the front straightaway. Here comes the inside. Here comes everybody. 4 wide entering the first turn. Through 1 and 2 once again. Rusty Wallace up high. Jamie McMurray in the middle as Kevin Harvick tries to make something happen down low. Here comes Brian Vickers in the middle of 4 wide there as well, trying to get his nose in there. He's going to peek his way through. He won at the Brickyard a couple of weeks ago. The Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. Looking to win it again. He always seems to find himself up front at these big tracks. And man, they are tight, I'll tell you that. Kyle Busch backs out of it wisely. Smart decision by him. May have lost a lot of momentum there, but he feels like they're going to wreck soon. And there they go. Kyle Busch. No, they saved it. What? Oh, no, but Busch down on the apron. He's going to slide up, and that collects a bunch of them. Val Wolf up on top of the safer barrier into the catch fence with the rear end of her car. Multiple cars involved. And the caution's going to come out. A big crash in 3 and 4. Valeria Wolf, her return to the MG Cup Series, is going to get cut short here. This is not the way she wanted to end it here. But her car is completely destroyed. And let's take a look at what just happened to bring out our first caution of the day. These guys 4 wide down the backstretch. Jimmy Johnson didn't quite back out of it. McMurray and Edwards got turned, met noses. They saved it, kept it straight, and then watch this. Kyle Busch stuck down on the apron, can't get back up. Here comes Dave Blaney. Nowhere to go. Val just gets sandwiched between Blaney's car and the wall, goes up on top of the wall. Rear end of the car gets into the fence. A wild wreck for Val. But luckily she is okay. Man, Papyrus Racing has had the worst luck these past couple of weeks. They're still just looking to turn that luck around. Look at Derek Cope getting some damage in that. Look at Matt Kenseth's car. Front end completely destroyed, as well as both sides. I mean, every end of that car is just torn up. Ken Schrader's front end is mangled. That is ugly. But that's the wreck that brought out of the first caution of the day. We're going to go ahead and get things back underway here from Texas World. As Rusty Wallace leads us around to the drop of the green. Last week's winner, Rusty Wallace. He's got his teammate right behind him in second. That's Ryan Newman in the 12. Then the 88 of Dale Jarrett is third. The 16 of Greg Biffle fourth. Rounding out the top five, it's Jeff Gordon with the 97 of Kurt Busch in sixth, right behind him. Green flag back in the air. Here we go again. Newman pulls low. He's going to try to get to the inside of his teammate here. Can he try to clear him? And can these Penske boys get a run down the backstretch on the outside line? I believe that's what they're trying to do. As Newman, I believe, will slide up. Yes, he is. He slides up in front of his teammate. Going to give him the draft and try to help suck him to the front. But it's just not working out. Couldn't quite get the run. And now Dale Jarrett puts his nose in there. He's going to take it 3 wide underneath them. I apologize for my chair squeaking. And we're 4 wide once again. Already bouncing off each other down the front straightaway. We've got 2 separate packs here. Cars towards the back, bunched up. A little bit of a single file stretch, and then the cars towards the front are also all packed up here. More and more cars are going to join this lead group. There are single files right behind. This is going to be about Dale Jr.'s in 16th. That'll be about a 16-car lead pack, and then a secondary pack not too far behind them. It's about a second difference, I'd say. Half a second, maybe. And once again, I apologize for the squeaking of my chair as I try to get comfortable and pay attention to the action here. 4 wide down the front straightaway once again. Not Dale Jr., Jeff Gordon in the 24 with the run through the middle. Gets to the back bumper of Kurt Busch, and he's going to tuck in right behind him there. Mike Bliss is up into the mix as well here, and he's going to get right behind Brian Vickers in the 25. Vickers trying to get to the front, trying to take the lead away from his teammate Jimmy Johnson. And now Jeff Gordon hops down to the bottom, was barely able to clear Bobby Labonte, and he's going to the front. Here comes Kurt Busch. We haven't seen much of him this season. He's a 3-time winner here in the MG Cup Series, or maybe 4-time, I don't even know. Looking to lead a lap possibly here today. Caution is out. We have multiple cars towards the back. The 00 of Carl Long and the 50 of Jimmy Spencer have found the wall, it seems. So let's go ahead and take a look at the replay here. 4 wide towards the back, and they just ran out of room. Oh, and who is that? Jason Jarrett. Poor Jason Jarrett in the 89 got collected in that as well. Had nothing to do with it, but it didn't seem to hurt his car too bad. Rusty Wallace just edged out Kurt Busch at the line there as the caution came out. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series on NBCSN. We are going to crank it up here on this restart, so just sit tight. But until then, until we actually get going here, what a race it's been. It's been absolutely living up to the hype. Crazy pack racing, cars inches away from each other. It's just like another Daytona or Talladega type track, and it's just like Michigan, but better, as it's been advertised. Pace car is in. Let the noise begin, as we're about to get rolling here once again from Texas World Speedway. Allow me to shut up, and I'll let you guys listen to the engine sounds. Oh, trouble. Round goes Kurt Busch in front of the field. The big one is going to happen here from Texas World. Oh, a big hit. Rusty Wallace on his roof. Bobby Labonte's involved. Wallace still getting hit. There goes Brian Vickers. Bobby Hamilton. Multiple cars completely destroyed here from Texas World Speedway. Racing back to the line. It looks like Ryan Newman is in the race lead, with Ricky Rudd in second and Dale Jr. third. And I believe the only driver that has won so far this season in this top three is Ryan Newman. Man, crazy wreck at the front of the pack here, wiping out most of the competitive cars in the field. What happened here? Looks like they got four wide and just kind of squeezed together. I can't tell if... Yeah, it looks like Rusty tried to get underneath the 97. Kurt came off the corner and Rusty couldn't quite... It looked like he was a little bit indecisive. Tried to slide back up behind the 97 there. And just clipped him. Sent him down the racetrack right into Jeff Gordon, who clips poor Brian Vickers, who's up there minding his own business. And that turns all four of those guys around in front of the field. And then everybody else in this lead pack has nowhere to go. Look at Kyle Petty. The front end of that car destroyed. The 77. And then here comes Jeff Gordon sliding back down the track, right back into Rusty Wallace, and that clips him back up the track, right into the path of Jimmy Johnson. And poor Jimmy was hauling trying to get through there, had nowhere to go. You see the 2 car up on its roof, gets back on all 4 wheels. You see the 32 of Bobby Hamilton being hit by Bobby Labonte. And Labonte goes back up the racetrack right into the path of Boris Said. Boris is going to get a small piece of it here. Now here comes Dale Jarrett and Carl Edwards flying through the middle, somehow avoiding all that. The 75. And, oh man, there's a lot of them involved here. Brian Vickers through the grass as he tried to drive away from it. He's kind of slid right into the 2 car again. The 32, nowhere to go, as he was also trying to drive away from it. Here comes the 16 of Biffle down on the apron. He's going to sneak through. Debris and cars and pieces everywhere. And oil everywhere. Let's take another look at it off of turn 2. What happened down the back straightaway from Texas World Speedway on this restart. That's where it got big, right there. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Violent wreck from Texas World Speedway. Let's take a few onboards here before we move on. Here's Jeff Gordon's view. All those guys flying by on the high side, they thought the wreck had already swept down to the bottom. And they were trying to stay in it to get through. But man, they were not expecting the 2 car to get clipped back up the racetrack. Rusty escaped having serious damage there, and then here comes Jeff Gordon right down into his right rear quarter panel, sending them back up the track, and boom! Nowhere for Jimmy Johnson to go, as that 2-car goes up on its roof, over, back onto its wheels, and slides to a stop, then gets hit again by Boris Said. And then again and again, a wild wreck for Rusty Wallace, but luckily everybody is okay after a scary crash here from Texas World. That was a big hit for Jimmy Johnson. Let's go on board with him here. Sees it happening low. Spotter's telling him to go high, and then watch this right here. Oh man. Wow, he had it made, but the 2 came right up the track, right into his path. Absolutely nothing he could do. I do not believe he'll get a penalty or anything of that sort, because the wreck was out. They pretty much had a hole that they were going for, that they were trying to hurry up and make it through, and it closed up. I mean, just simple as that. They can't really. They had it missed until the 2-car came back across the racetrack. So, yeah, I mean, wow, scary stuff. But we're gonna get this back underway here. Green flag back in the air. Racing once again here from Texas World Speedway, and most of the competitive cars are now out of it here. We've got a few underdogs up towards the front. Look at the 23 of Mike Skinner. Was not full-time this year. Came in part-time or not even part-time, came in halfway through the season last year after Chicagoland to replace Robbie Gordon after he was injured in that 31 car. But Gordon, of course, went on to drive the 7 for his own team, and now Jeff Burton's driving the 31. And here comes the 29 of Kevin Harvick up into the mix as well here, trying to get something going. Tony Raines having a good run in the top 10. The 91 of Bill Elliott up here as well. Caution is out once again. And it looks like Greg Biffle may have had something to do with the cause of it. Let's see what happened here. Oh, just another instance of 4 wide, and they came together. Nothing they could do. Just kind of squeezed. There's Dale Jr., Kyle Petty, Jason Jarrett. Oh man, another hit for Jr. there. That's where Biffle got his nose damage from. Alright, well, let's try this again. Man, these guys on these restarts timing it perfectly as Newman gets back underneath Ricky Rudd for the lead, heading through 1 and 2. Side by side off of turn 2, Rudd and Newman. Here comes McMurray to the inside, making it 3 wide, heading into turn 3. Can't quite get there. He's going to have to just push his fellow Dodge instead. Here comes the 0 of Mike Bliss. Can he make something happen? He's trying to go for his first career win. The 29 of Kevin Harvick going for it as well. Three wide for P2 behind Ryan Newman, your race leader. Look at the run Ricky Rudd got on the top as he tries to carry his momentum through, and I get a little bit of help from the draft from Ryan Newman. He's going to have to run that high line once again through 1 and 2 though. But man, he carries his momentum pretty well up there. He's going to clear McMurray, and now he's going to go to the inside of Kevin Harvick. What a run for Ricky Rudd, and what a move to get it back up into second place, and now looking for the lead underneath Ryan Newman. Side by side out of turn 4. Coming to the stripe. Who's going to lead at the halfway mark? It's Ricky Rudd by a nose there. As we got a lap car, that's the the 88 of Dale Jarrett. And now here comes the field making their way by pretty smoothly here. Doesn't seem like anybody got held up too badly. Bill Elliott with a little bit of nose damage to his car, just trying to stay where he is, and he'll be happy with a top 10. He's not even full time anymore, so he'll definitely be happy with a top 10. But it's the Wood brothers out in front right now. Ricky Rudd leading from Texas World Speedway, looking to find his way back in the victory lane. Hasn't won since the Brickyard 400 in 2003, our inaugural season of the MG Cup Series, where everybody's ratings were equal and there was no telling who was going to win. Looking to get another one here today. Kevin Harvick has a little bit of nose damage, but it doesn't seem to be slowing him down too badly as he's up in the second place. Looking to gain a spot. We're going to have to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this from Texas World Speedway. Welcome back to Texas World here on NBCSN. The MG Cup Series at this track for the very first time. And man, it is not disappointing at all. Great racing for the lead here from Texas World. Lots of battling, lots of big runs being made here. As you see, this one by Ricky Rudd, and now a lap car, that's Kyle Petty, and that's going to hold up Ryan Newman just a little bit. Newman pulls low. Here comes McMurray underneath. They're going to take it 3 wide as they pass Kyle Petty, and Jamie McMurray's up in the second now. Here comes Kevin Harvick, and Mike Bliss going to get underneath the 45 car as well here. And you can see the road in the background there. Big semi-trucks passing through. Man, what a racetrack. Can't believe we are at Texas World. And look at these underdogs in the top 10. Having some good runs here today. David Starr in the 75, one of those. Here comes Ryan Newman back underneath the 29 of Harvick. Side by side down the back straightaway once again. Whoa, here comes the 97 of Kurt Busch. Where's the field gonna go? Rudd pulls to the inside, but he got checked up just a little bit as he was indecisive on whether the 97 would move or not. Kurt held his line. And Ricky Rudd had to check up before he pulled out. That allowed everybody to run him back down here. We've got a 5-car dance for the lead once again. As here comes Mike Bliss up in the 3rd place in the 0 car. He's going to push Ryan Newman up to 2nd. Harvick with a run off the high side though, trying to carry his momentum, but he has no help and has no draft partners here. 88 of Dale Jarrett, another slow car up next here. Unfortunately, we have to take one final break. We'll be right back here in the MG Cup Series after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. 10 laps to go from Texas World Speedway. 12 versus 21. Out in front right now, Kevin Harvick waiting in the wings as well. The other 2 cars got held up by lap traffic. But speaking of lap traffic, look at this. Talk about a traffic jam. There are cars everywhere here off of turn 4. And that's going to hold everybody up. Ricky Rudd trying to pull low. Here comes Ryan Newman way to the inside. Kevin Harvick, where's he gonna go? He thought about going high. It got blocked. Now here he comes down low. Ryan Newman gets through. Harvick's gonna get through. And now Ricky Rudd stuck behind a 77. He's finally gonna get to pull out and get by the lap traffic. We are quickly approaching the end of the race here. Anything can happen here from Texas World Speedway, and now they're 3 wide for the lead once again. Look at Ricky Rudd on the bottom trying to take it back, and he's going to clear both drivers up high or down low. Harvick used the draft to clear Ryan Newman, and now single file once again. Everybody waiting. Who's going to make their move first, or who's going to make the next move first and win? Here comes Ryan Newman to the inside. Thought about it, couldn't quite get there. Can't do it on his own. He's going to have to wait. Either wait to the end of the straightaway when he has a run to pull out, or hope someone goes with him. We got more lap cars up here as well. We are not done with the lap traffic here today at all. Ricky Rudd, you're a leader though. Out in front here from Texas World. Heading through 3 and 4 now. Or 1 and 2, I should say. My goodness, I suck. Ricky Rudd trying to run a higher line to avoid these lap cars. And he's going to get by cleanly there. Whoa. Kyle Busch holding up the field. Or the leaders. Now here comes Harvick to the inside. What's Harvick gonna do? What's Newman gonna do? Newman trying to push Harvick. Harvick checked up so badly he couldn't even take his momentum. And now Ricky Rudd got checked up once again. Harvick trying to go to the middle. He checked up too much. Down the back straightaway, Ricky Rudd is going to have just 3 laps to go this time by. Or from Texas World Speedway, 3 long laps as these drivers go more than 210 miles an hour heading down into the first corner. They didn't go more than 210 that time by, but you know what I meant. In the bigger packs, they were going around those speeds. Obviously, they've slowed down now that there's only 3 cars in this group. 2 to go this time by for Ricky Rudd from Texas World Speedway. And more lap cars are everywhere here. Rudd pulls low. He's got a pretty good gap over Kevin Harvick. Can Harvick do anything about it though? Coming through 3 and 4. Here we come. White flag in the air this time by. One more time around from Texas World Speedway, and Ricky Rudd just needs to hold on to it at this point. Harvick goes up, tries to get the draft from the lap cars. He's got a little bit of a run, but it's not going to be big enough to make anything happen in a turn 1. And now here comes Ryan Newman looking to the inside of that 29 car. No, he's going to tuck in and get behind Harvick, but they are not getting anywhere. Ricky Rudd's just too far ahead for these guys to mount any sort of a run. Out of turn 4, Newman's going to look low on Harvick for second, but Ricky Rudd is going to find his way back in the victory lane for the first time since the 2003 Brickyard 400. Ricky Rudd is a MG Cup Series winner. How about that? For the second time in his career, he is an MG Cup Series winner. And man, did he earn that one or what? He drove his butt off trying to get this win, and it paid off. Ricky Rudd and Wood Brothers Racing are going to find their way back in the victory lane for the first time in more than 2 years. And what a big race to win here. The first ever MG Cup Series race here at Texas World Speedway. Man, that was exciting. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see you guys next time, and until then, peace.